Hello everyone, welcome to my channel again. So today I will continue my interview, and this is my second interview. I'm very glad that I can talk to you, Hülya, and so she is at my
Hi
side.
everyone.
Yes. Yeah, well, I know that you are doing the volunteer jobs, and first of all, I would like to know maybe about your main job, and you can talk about what have you done, and then you can talk about the volunteer jobs you are now doing, or you have done in the past, whatever. And um, our topic nowadays or today, I mean, is about the volunteer jobs. And yes,
Okay. So shall I look in the camera while speaking, or is it?
you can
Okay.
just. Okay,
So again,
just,
thanks for inviting me to this interview, and I think um, it's such a great opportunity to talk about not just your own day-to-day work and the impact that you're creating for the companies that you're working in, but also giving back to the society in total.
Yes.
And for me, that is combining my experiences and my skills and my personal interests, directing to volunteer work. So first of all, as for my experiences, I started in recruitment in 2018. So
Hülya has talked quite in detail about her main job as a talent acquisition manager for startup to large companies like Deutsche Bahn. She has involved into different complex hiring process and projects, finding the high qualified candidates such as doctors and engineers.
since I work at Deutsche Bahn, I see the incredible opportunity of not just hiring within the engineering field, but to combining my experience and also highlighting what worked well in the past and what not. So for me, talent acquisition is not just about building skills and matching talent with positions, but also looking at transferable skills. And here is the key to why I started my volunteering work. I see that. So currently, I volunteer with Goldnetz e.V. with a project called Side by Side.
Okay.
So they are mentoring female professionals with an international background who are usually attending German classes and also acquiring different other licenses or enrolling for further education to start their work here in Germany. And it's still incredibly hard for them to step a foot in the German work market. Most of them have 5 to 10 years of experience in their home countries, but don't have the required experience working in Germany. And
Okay.
we have more than 500,000 open positions in Germany. So many
Yeah.
people are unemployed right now. So there is, on the one hand, positions which are open, and on the other hand, so many people looking for jobs.
Yes.
And still, we cannot find the solution to bringing them together. So that's where mentoring actually steps in. And I think mentoring helps me not just to see the skills and how they match to positions, but also increasingly perceive the value and building on an empathetic ground to help each other. It also helped me to develop skills within approaching people with empathy and not just looking at them, what they bring to the table, what their resume looks like, but what is actually the human behind it, what are their interests, what are their skills that we can build the foundation on. And so actually, I had so far 3 mentees, and 2 of them were successfully placed in German companies.
Okay.
And I feel, especially female international talent, there is no lobby, like there's no
Okay.
real lobby in Germany, and we have to kind of fill in this gap.
Okay.
So I thought maybe because they're lacking usually the information how it's at the German workplace. So what are the cues,
Yeah.
the social interaction between the colleagues? How do I solve conflict? How do I approach meetings? So actually trying to think about how can we draw from our own experience and teach them about social elegance at the workplace. It's not about teaching females how to be successful at the workplace, because most of them are very brilliant in what they do. So they bring a lot of skills and licenses along with their expertise. It's more about raising awareness. So where can we kind of fill in the little gaps that they may be lacking in their expertise?
Okay, I see. So you mentioned about there is no lobby, right? How can people understand about that lobby in your context?
Um, so I know that increasingly there are startups and companies who want to fill in this gap, and they are
Yes.
trying to do some type of lobby work, especially for people with a migrant background. So you have to think about companies like Anonify, for instance. So they are providing a platform for talents as well as for companies, where they match together without a picture provided, without the name, just to reduce bias while hiring. So there are increasingly more efforts being done to
Okay.
close this gap. But I feel it's still not enough, because still those open positions are not being filled. There are a lot of unemployment at the market. Of course, the economy is also struggling here in Germany and
Yeah.
in Europe. But there's a huge potential right in front of our doorstep.
Yeah.
And we need to raise awareness about it. And
Okay.
that's where mentoring also comes into place, to really
Okay.
empowering, like with this dedicated target group, so female talents, who usually have an academic background, who have experience in their home countries, and really helping them to understand what the job market looks like, if they need further education, maybe in a different area. So I can give you an example.
Hülya used her experience and methods to help her identify the possible companies and positions. After 11 months, she got her first job in Germany as a full-stack engineer. But later, she got conflicts with her colleagues, so Hülya finds mentoring also important after getting the job.
So what happened after that? She unfortunately was fired from that job because of this conflict. Um, and we could have avoided that. It should be avoidable, those types of
I know.
situations.
Yes, yes. Oh, it's
Um,
sad.
but I think it's also important to perceive it's not always about you and what you are lacking, but
Yes.
also about identifying what is it actually that I want to do, where can I thrive, does it come easy to me. And sometimes you have to find the people that you belong to by just identifying your own values, and then embracing that and embodying it.
Yes, yes, yes.
And if you're, and it's already hard moving to a different country and understanding the bureaucracy
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
cultural norms.
Yeah.
Also, it's about understanding yourself better, because
Yeah.
if you embody that, it comes more natural to you to ask for help, to find the right resources, and really empowering yourself. And that's what I find in mentoring, to give back to the society, and to really focus on what I can provide and also what I can learn, because mentoring is not about what I can teach, but also where I can learn, where I can see my own gaps.
Yeah.
Trying to see people and their efforts and their struggles, and understanding that there is some type of butterfly effect, because
Yeah,
if you
sure.
give, this positive spark will just get bigger and bigger and bigger, because people will think, oh, someone was there at that time to helping me. and now it's my turn, and I want to give back again. And this is my vision for a society which just doesn't draw on personal development just for the sake of developing yourself, but also helping each other and thriving all together. So,
Okay, I see. I understand. So actually, your trigger that motivated you to do a volunteer job is actually that you want to give it something back to the society, right?
yes.
Yes. Hülya talked about her own experience after some years living abroad and then back to Germany with 2 children. She would wish to have a career mentor at the time to help her refine the road. But luckily, she was found by a team lead talent acquisition manager who not only saw the CV but also the person behind it. Yes, of course. I hope so that more and more talent acquisition managers, just like you know, to see those kind of shining points of them as people, right? Not just, what we see at the CV or what kind of, so let's say, like hardware and software. And hardware is maybe some qualifications that you have too,
Yes.
and some software is just like mentality or personality or whatever.
Yes.
I think it's really important point.
Yes.
And I also
Sorry for interrupting, but I think recently I read a report about core skills by 23, and that was not about hard skills or AI skills or cybersecurity. The majority of the skills required by 2030 or 20 even beyond that are soft skills actually.
Yes,
So
yes.
this is in times of change and transformation, especially with AI. AI is here to help us
Yes.
to
Yeah, to
enhance
work.
the society, the economy in total.
Yeah.
But they should not replace us people, because we
Yes.
still value talking to other human beings.
That's
I
true.
mean, I understand the thought behind it, producing more efficient processes and the cost per hire. But honestly, I don't want to talk just to a robot. I want to talk with a human being
Yeah,
to tell me
sure.
about what's so valuable working at a workplace. How
Yes.
can I develop my skills, and what are the internal networks like? What are the relationships with my future team lead and my colleagues?
Yes, yes, that's true.
And we are prone also to difficult situations because we are not programmed to just get along with each other, just to harmonize. There are also difficult situations. But I trained myself also. I think it's some type of talent acquisition sickness. We always tend to see, what does this difficult situation want to teach me? So
Yeah.
always trying to bridge, and sometimes you just have to say no. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
And that's what I perceived in one of my first mentoring relation with one mentee. Because I saw that she was actually not ready to receive mentoring, but
Okay.
she really needed dedicated coaching.
Okay.
So I flagged that within a time frame of 2 weeks, and then with a coordinator who's coordinating mentors and mentees, she understood the situation, and I think it was not like a conflicting situation, but I saw something in that mentee that she wanted me to deliver the whole time, and I couldn't deliver. So I was
I see.
expecting, we are working together, you need to ask me so I can help you.
Yeah.
And of course I can help build a CV or looking together for job opportunities.
Yeah.
But this is actually not enough. It's also about personal development. So what do I actually want, and how, where are the areas where I can build more rapport, where I can build my skills. And after perceiving this, it's also, I think, a helpful solution to flag this person needs coaching. And I think she was being approached by a coach afterwards. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, of course, mentoring is doesn't always come easy, because of course you're doing work for free, you're wanting to give back to the society, but you also have to keep your critical thinking.
Yes, of course, that's true. That's a good mindset. Yeah. Well, I think for maybe you can say some words in the last to the people who might want to try also volunteer jobs, but maybe uh, don't have, I don't know, enough courage or enough time. So just say something to them.
Yes. So what I would want to say is that you don't have to have it all when you start mentoring. You are learning, so that experience in itself is a teacher for you. So that experience mentoring will help you to also build your own expertise and learn while you're doing, and just keep doing what you want to
Yeah.
do. And if what you're doing aligns with your overall mindset and your values, I would say just go for it and don't overthink it.
Okay, I think it's very great, and well, thank you so much for the interview today. I think that lots of people have learned from you, and well, see you next time.